being shot at by the police in that parking lot, getting taken to jail, getting raided in that parking lot, to actually owning that building. I remember the owner of the Master Burger used to tell us he basically wouldn't allow the members of the community to hang out at all. He removed the seats so people had to order they shouldn't go. I remember that being young, like feeling like, how dare you? And now he's our tenant. He pay us rent every month. Me and Hit-Boy got a records we done in the past. I forgot what I came off of, whether it was like just business shit we've been doing, working, but we hadn't really been recording like that. The first record he played me was Racks in the Middle. Just the way it dropped, you know, the way the drums hit, it sound new, but it was banging. Roddy tone automatically, you know what I mean? Then when I heard what he was saying, I had a song in my head for it already. I know that the story he telling and you know, the place he represent, I know about that place. I know about that story, so I understand it. We was lurking on him. Ain't show no mercy on him. We was going back to back. We put a curfew on him. If you've been in a wartime situation, if your community experienced war going on outside, you know what going back to back feel and sound like, because you know whether you was in the area where you had people coming back to your section, you know, multiple incidents. You know, so I was just referencing the era, you know, in the time in LA when it was like, it was an intense moment. And I said, I was going back to back. The eye is like the area, the community. It was dark clouds on us, but that was perfect for us. We know you always crash and burn, but it was working for us. Limo tint the V12, double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well. I never been one of them people that could be comfortable being careless. Some people, I noticed the quality that they don't have that. They just don't have the I guess the pressure on themselves. You know, they just have a little bit of a comfort that I don't have. I don't feel comfortable unless I know I went above and beyond with my preparation. The things that possibly could happen, if I ain't take real steps to prevent those things, I'm not comfortable. I can't walk around, you know, charismatic and happy. Nah, I gotta make sure, you know, we setting up some type of wealth, because we might have a little bag right now, but we know a lot of people had a bag right now, and they ended up bad. Millions off of retail. Once again, I prevail with the Marathon brand in the clothing operation. You know, it's become a multi-million-dollar business on its own. So when I say millions off of retail, it can apply to, you know, the catalog of music that I put out indie. It could apply to the album that I just put out. It could apply to the brand, the Marathon, or just myself. Just retail meaning commerce in general. Knew that shit was over from the day I dropped my pre-sale. I knew when I was making Victory Lap that at the point I was at in my career, I wasn't gonna do nothing else till I felt I had an album with 14 or 16 great songs. My whole process was like, when it blow me away, I'm gonna be ready to move. When I listen to it top to bottom, and I'm like, I get the chills from it, and I hear a person in this music, then I'm gonna be ready to go. So when I heard it, I'm like, yeah, it's out of here. Hold up, let the beat build. See me in the street still. I've been fighting battles up a steep hill, coming from the rolling 60s, a community that you could check the stats, you can check the LA history. My section especially is cannibalistic. You know what I mean? Feed on their own. We don't got nobody that really made it up from over here, that was born and raised over here, that walked to the liquor stores, went swimming in the summer at the parks, you know, rode their bikes through these back streets, fought in the back of these buildings. So, you know, the learning curve for the community, the learning curve for myself, you know what I mean, was very, very intense. They gave my road dog 12, it was a sweet deal. And I've been riding solo trying to rebuild. 12 sound like, you know what I mean, them throwing a book at you. But it's just relative to what charges is up against you. Getting 12 out of the situation and knowing how you was out here moving, you got a sweet deal. You did all right. You coming home. You got a date. Under no condition will you ever catch me slipping. Motorcaded shooters plus the Maybach chauffeur driven. Growing up in LA, you learn that you need guns early. We always was aware of playing defense and protecting ourselves, but then I got 3-4 gun cases, so I don't play like that. I ain't out here playing with my daughter's well-being like that. I go to jail, it's all gonna stop. And it's cheaper to hire the gunman than to pay the bail. Even if you do beat the case, the bail costs more than the salary. So we just had to start thinking on them levels. If they catch me with it, they gonna send me off to prison. Judge ain't sympathizing, court don't show forgiveness. You see what they doing to rappers? You see how they targeting rappers? I ain't gonna make it easy. You know, we gonna play by the rules, you know, and that's what that was about. Engine in the Lambo drowning out the music. Silk Dior with the flowers, 5 gold Cubans. Champagne while I shop, hope I splurge foolish. Closing escrow twice this month, both commercial units. That's a bar. You know what I mean? You know you be in a casino and they bring you liquor. They hope you splurge on that table and they gonna keep feeding you that liquor. I was responding to they expectation of rappers. We gonna go to blow the bag at, you know, the luxury boutique, whichever one, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's cool, but this the real bar. Damn, I wish my nigga Fats was here. How you died 30-something after banging all them years? Fats, you know, that's one of my best friends. We just had a genuine friendship, you know what I mean? And also one of the people that really believed that we could do something else besides gangbang. I feel terrible that I'm the one that just get to feel it. Fats don't get to feel it. Grammy nominated, in the sign of shedding tears, all this money, power, fame, and I can't make you reappear, but I don't wipe them though. We just embrace the only life we know. If it was me, I'd tell you, nigga, live your life and grow. I tell you, finish what we started, reach them heights, you know? And gas the V12 to the pipe and smoke. I was really emotional rapping them lyrics. That's why I said, but I don't wipe them though. We just embrace the only life we know, cause that shit was running down my face as I'm rapping. I'm in the studio with Hit-Boy, it's girls in the studio, but it was like, you know, I felt embarrassed to like be tearful in front of people, but then I reassure myself though, like with the lyric, you know, we don't wipe them though, let that shit flow, cause that's really from the heart, you know what I'm saying? And I knew that the record was gonna be powerful, you know, when we got them bars out, but it was like an emotional moment to even say that shit, you know? Another $1 million bill, that's just some regular shit. To see my granny on the jet, some shit I never forget. My granny had 13 pregnancies. It has 2 kids. She had 11 miscarriages from my uncle to my mom. Almost 12 years passed. And she was just telling me, like, imagine if I would have gave up on my 10th miscarriage, on my 9th miscarriage. And I always knew her pregnancy history. That's like a family story she tell. But I never thought about it like I wouldn't be here. You can never repay your mom, your granny, you know what I mean, with material shit. So I feel like you gotta repay them with like standing up and like being something they could be proud of. Next day we flew to Vegas with my Puma Connects. We break bread, we ain't new to success. Bleed music, invest. Enterprise, take lucrative steps. We got a core business, which is for me music, but then it's about building an enterprise around it. And I think, you know, that's what we see Jay-Z has done. That's what we see Puff has done. The music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it. You got other things bringing in income. You can make music solely as an artist. Cold game, but I knew it was chess. As a youth in the set, learned the game, you a student at best, but it's a couple things you can expect. Just like money, no money, nigga shooters respect. Other shooters, we was both. Don't want my crew on your neck. I'm on the freeway in a drop. It got me losing my breath. I do the dash with the blues on the deck. Just a visual. I'm speeding, I'm gunning it, and you know I got the bands right here. So I just wanted to just circle back to the theme and the concept. You know, I used it as a as a theme and revolved around it for the most of the verse, but I wanted to bring it back to literally riding around in the V12 with the racks in the middle to end it out. You know what I'm saying? You know when they singing about a real heartbreak. Adele's album, she was talking about somebody. Ain't no way around it. You're not finna say them words because you think it sound good. That's coming from your heart. That's coming from experience.